Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, fellow Amazonians, and welcome to the Scope Television, or welcome to our television. Tonight with me in the studio, I have two distinguished ladies from the Scope movement, and they're here to tell us what is the action, the field of action of the Scope movement. So I want to introduce Comrade Takumbeng Gillian and Takumbeng Rosita. So I want to speak in pidgin so that all of us can understand. Takumbeng Gillian, come good.
Thank you, Comrade Dora.
Adi Takumbeng, I don't also don't call me Comrade Dora. Takumbeng Rosita.
Okay, Takumbeng Dora.
Takumbeng Rosita, welcome.
Thanks, Dora. Thanks for inviting us to the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So the evening, one for talk and for we all man the year. So one ask you some question here. Takumbeng Gillian, we'll go for you. Ask you say, where till the talk say na SHP or the talk about big book say what is SHP or wait in a SHP. We will come for can talk for you today. Wait to be SHP. Tell we more here.
Okay. So today we don't come as women they pay for scope. Same we tell what people then about wait today we don't come up with as scope women they call and say sustainable humanitarian projects. It means that as women then we don't look problem where women they face them, we don't run from La Republique. They don't go for Nigeria. They don't go for Nigeria, they suffer plenty. Some they not get chop for chop, some they not get work for work. The worst one I say we give a woman them and young girl them where they not even begin they need to go school safe. So one then I say young woman them, young mommy the way they do belly safe. They menstruate, they not feel use pad, they use live there for forest. So plenty things the way we fit do as scope woman them for help this woman the way they don't move from Amazonia go for Nigeria. Can share some of the things how all my help for woman them with the day for ground one.
Yeah, Takumbeng Gillian. Takumbeng Gillian, you did it?
Yes, so now no hear me.
Yeah, we don't yet we don't talk Takumbeng Rosita. You can tell the people then today where to be SHP. Where to be SHP. If you break broken for grammar small, because Takumbeng Gillian the talk pidgin correct way. So what is SHP? Tell us in English.
So as my sister Takumbeng Gillian talk, SHP, where would you call them sustainable humanitarian projects. Now a project where you want address issues them where they hamper the progress of our fellow Amazonians them during this crisis period. And we want to make the projects then be projects that we will feel sustain them over time, over a very long period. Not be just this kind of project the way it can give chop, disappear. We know say that activities then be important and they be relevant to when crisis start for some place. Most often, many organizations them and individuals, they come with a first line of support when I forgive chop, forgive immediate assistance like clothing or shelter for the people the way they be affected. Either people the way they that displace themselves from their original houses them due to that crisis, or people the way they that even displace themselves then go for new countries them, for go find refuge, for go find place of safety. But we know say when you displace yourself from this kind, from your original location, where you be that they build a lifestyle, you be that they build a future, you can be faced with long-term financial difficulties them, even development plans them. So we as women them for school, we just say, okay, what it go happen for these people them if when this crisis go be resolved, what it go happen for their picking them after this crisis go be resolved. So we be fine and say it be very important, say may they be able to contribute to society. May this crisis no hamper their process or their initial intention on how they want positively contribute to their society. And even for refugees, then would it say, even as they did for that host country, they get economic potential, they get academic potential, they get plenty potential where they fit even grow the economy for the host countries them where they did. For instance, at the moment, we know say plenty refugees then they ground zero or ground one for like Nigeria. But if we no intervene for ensure say the activities the way they be kid do when they be there for their home country, they feel continue with those activities. For instance, picking the way they be there university, how they feel finish this university project. Mommy, the way they be keep paying school fees for their picking them, how they fit actually do something where they go continue for pay this school fees for their picking them. So sustainable humanitarian project, they think along this line for to say where to be the projects that we will fit then put in place. Where if we provide a short-term support, then CSF the fit take up the responsibility, grow them, become financially independent, look after their family, look after even picking the way may be due to this crisis, then CSF they not be surrounded by their family, so that each one of we will be each other's keeper for place where would they. So would you think for now put together this kind of platform so that may what people the way they suffer, may they start get support along this line. Thank you, Takumbe and Dora.
Thank you so much, Takumbe, Rosita. You don't talk correct talk, you don't broke Kampopo one. So ma go for sister Takumbe Gillian. Takumbe Gillian, if you talk Senaweti, they call some big book for you say why FHSP or dignity kit. Why would I make the thing? SHSP Naweti. Tell me not Takumbe when I wait to the dignity kit.
Okay. So as Takumbe Rosita talk, when people they don't run from their own homes, them you go for a place where you don't even know one. Small time so as woman them that time for month don't reach. You need for you don't even know who say for go get how for keep yourself clean. How for you who say you go get pad for free user. So because most of these women, the way they don't run from their house, they inside bush, they don't use plants as pad. So FHSP means a Feminine Hygiene Solutions Project. Feminine for hygiene means a woman need for they clean, you need for clean yourself when that time for month or reach. Now solution what they try for bring them through this project. So for solution what they bring them for women them, they feel keep themselves clean and get a little bit of dignity during this time of the month will be very critical for them.
You don't talk correct though, Takumbe Rosita. You get something for Adam for this small talk way, Sister Gillian talk say how people they use grass. I hear say if there's so person use grass so put them that thing they see pass the tea skin. So you talk and not true. How we go do? Why it be so? Why you decide say this so one give woman say dignity? I mean one give woman dignity. Tell me no.
Yes, so as Takumbe Gillian talk, you know, woman where either already reach some certain age, if it still be very young girl, the way that already attains a certain age, in normal biological process, the ensure say make it get a flow once a month for most women them. And this process be very important because now ye be sick nature for woman in maturity and for woman in normal development process. But it don't mean say me all man no say you dey get this this period. So we dey call them period, we dey call them menstruation. It don't mean say all man get to know. So for one normal environment, we dey put on sanitary pads. But now, under this kind difficult crisis, women, the way they no get access to this kind pad or some proper way for capture the flow when it the flow, it go stain them. And this one, they make you lose your pride. You did lose your pride completely. For may you the worker then some stain there for your back, some red stain there for your back. I mean, if you make and you lock yourself inside house the whole day, and now with the talk of people the way they don't even get proper houses, so who they go even lock themselves. So for this reason, it be important say make we think about how to ensure say their dignity be maintained, it be restored, it be preserved, because from there it take out a psychological burden, and this psychological burden fit then enable them for be able for undertake any kind other activity uninterrupted. So SHP that actually see this as a first starting point for launch out a project where we will contribute towards ensuring say this dignity of a woman and of a girl child is preserved. Thank you, Takomendora.
Thank you so much. You don't talk very serious talk today. Oh. You talk say it is so dignity again for be preserved. I talk to people they no gay house. So when the thing happen now, you don't bad for your side, you know gay house, how you hide your face say okay, hello, yeah, Takomeng Rosita. So they talk where we talk about this the plan so we get and so. I don't ask you say wait to be dignity kid, you don't talk one woman they suffer. Where their flower they come out, it show, so they're not gonna know who say for hide now because place no they for hide. So I want to ask you another question. What exactly are you people going to be providing in this project? But wait till now the game for people them for the project. Wait till the project will game for people. Because people they hear something they clap their hand, then I wait till one game. That's what I will ask you now.
So as we talk now a kit, right? So a kit, it means say inside it will get it will get all the resources them where a woman or a girl where it already be ripe for use for use the kit needs. It will get inner ways, it will get linings where the woman fits use them for catch that flow. When that flow starts. The unique thing about this kit, I mean, would you actually work with somebody where they design the kit? Now, a well-tested product where it already be out in the market. So would you work with a certain lady, a certain NGO, where now they produce the kit. So the kit gets a series of components, and we on our site would that throw in inner ways them for be able for give them an additional kind of support where the kits no be get them initially. So the material inside the kits now a reusable material where the woman them I understand from our discussion with the woman say the kits no be thing where you did all use and throw away. So this is really ideal for people that where they day in this kind of an environment because they fit wash them, they fit sun them, they fit reuse them in the next month, and it gets a lifespan of a couple of years. When we go to unveil this project officially today in a couple of hours. We will provide all this detailed information in our slideshow. So the women then go use them. A unique component again where we as scope women then will be feel say it be highly relevant. Now say we will provide, we will support a training program. So the women the way to the use and they will get enough knowledge about all things where it be involved in this process. Even knowledge where maybe they no be that yet gets. Because we know say coming from where we are, education of this sort be difficult. Amongst we, it be difficult even for mommy for talk for speaking about that. So they go get additional information for help them for better understand themselves and for help them for how they go use this kit. Again, what keyword now waiting? Sustainability. So we know they look into products the way person go use them today. Next month, get access to. So now I think that way, our research team we go deep into the internet for find out where to be the most ideal package, and so this kit be turned out to be the most appropriate, low cost, and as well as sustainable, where the woman then go use them without any concerns, say they no go get them in 2 years from now. Thank you, Takumbang.
Thank you so much, Rosie. You did talk correct talk because you don't really combine the two questions. You don't talk them down and say it is so you don't talk the two. They set back which way go help woman so no woman no disgrace itself. You don't really talk on how we achieve them and we go make a training session for the woman. So I ask you say, where to be the people the way you target them? Now who them be the people? Because we go for know who will be the people the way you want to go talk the thing for them. That coming Rosie. So you go talk the thing we go game. You can't get enough people there they stay for Europe here. Or you go get enough for who them. So that many people that the year find. So that when person talks, I want to put my money for support. May you know who say the money they go and now who the one help. Thank you.
Okay, so all we will be aware about our current plight. When I talk we, I mean we Southern Cameroonians, we Ambazonians will be aware, say, at this moment and for the past 2 years or so since October 2016, would that stand up, say we need our state lands to be restored? So this because of the resistance from La République governments. It that caused a lot of displacements internally within our territories, and it that caused even international displacements, rendering our fellow mothers, sisters, brothers as refugees in different countries. So what targets now on people them way they no be based in their current home environment post 2016. On a post 2016, yes. People that were since from late 2016, they that displace themselves, whether internally within our Southern Cameroon regions or externally outside of Southern Cameroon and La République combined, for find themselves in other countries for safety, for protection with their children. So one of these countries then, as we call them ground one, like Nigeria, who get refugees residing there. And we go work with partners on the ground for identify relevant stakeholders then, where they need this kind of support, so that the support will go to the right women, to the right girls. And if we go into ground zero, which we plan to do, so ground zero now, ground zero now are Southern Cameroon's territories. We go also work with people on the ground for see how for make sure say they fit access this kit in one way or the other. So now our initial target then that. In terms of numbers, would we anticipate say every month we go need for the grow the reach. So in this first month, and now we're there for the month of June, so we want release the first set of kits by the end of June or within the first week of July. So with the target about 200 women and girls for receive support, and we go grow this on a monthly basis as a pilot project for ensure say as we get to maybe month 5 or month 6, we'll fit that reach about 1,000 people. And this 1,000, I go reiterate, Takuben, Dora say, this 1,000, they not go just they receive a kit, they could receive training as well. And we could continue for support them in a sustainable manner. Yes.
That is a very serious one. I hope so of you as the year. So na project where if you trust for put your money there, because they go now for that woman them where their skin they disgrace themselves every month. And all we get sister, all we get brother, all we get small nieces, we get your sister picking when I get, you get your neighbor picking when I get, you know, like I mean woman they so because they so you know they always made disgrace, and it even fears if we do something because they feel itself like now she dey face skin. But when a normal thing where they happen, so now the purpose this na say more target and help them because that people then they so they really need help. Yes, so really help women for that kind of thing. Even if you're a man where they for a sudden revolution, you never think can so. Any money you give, you go buy and for your picking, you own, you give. Anytime you give small money, say take and go buy things for yourself. Now the kind of thing and that way you mean first. So you see, say any man they give small thing for picking, and then the picking the go use the money do and for go buy that kind of thing, but take care of himself, say me not disgrace himself. So if you think about your picking too so, or about your niece, or about your woman, or about your sister too so, if you think too so, say some man to the way you need that kind of thing way, if you happy. No be say but use them, go through them. But the one if you use them, clean them, reuse them again. And stack them then Rosie don't talk them. Now very good thing because you don't talk say they not go just use them through them. They go use them and then they'll keep them. They use them for many more times, and they will teach them how to use them, and they will make some training so that me all man know how he go to clean them, how he go to use them, how he go to keep them, who say go to keep them, so that he go make him get sick because woman they keep that kind of thing clean. You know say sick go enter for belly, and now I know be way to one time for Southern Cameroons. So I want to go on for ask and say how na plan for raise money for help the woman them for the talk where they talk and so. How now want make money, get money for help them? No be say make money now for put for your qua. You make money now for help people them for the work. So that means they go ahead. How now want make them?
Yes, now a very pertinent question that because again would they buy the products them as I talk would they work with person where they develop the products, so we get to purchase some on behalf of our sisters them, of our girls them, of our mommy them way that them go be our beneficiaries. So within scope women, as we come up with the project, we thought say we ourselves will start for put our support. Again, we be all women, so no further explanation. We understand perfectly the importance. So would that put our weight, and we're going to come out in a few minutes for request global support from everybody. We go do a fundraise drive, and every month we go launch this kind of support for ensure say may we be able to reach this initial target for within the pilot period. So may all man really ready would the expect say we na go come up and sure say we'll reach these numbers on this project. Then lastly, as we talk sustainable humanitarian project, this project not just one of a global initiative where would the designer would draw up the appropriate framework, and it will allow we then for go out externally for raise funding. Would that say the time that be ripe for we for go beyond ourselves in the drive to sustain those who have been displaced, for sustain our refugees in a sustainable manner. So we go now design, organize ourselves for raise fund with the larger community across the world beyond ourselves. So we'll actually be very positive and very energized in driving this and putting before you this very first concept. Thank you.
You don't talk plenty talk, oh, Sister Etakumbeng Rosita. But my sister, I want to ask him, say, they talk this so it's wrong because like you don't talk when I get other project them go na go do them. And a very good talk where don't talk them. That mean all man send a hand for qua, he put something for plate. So that me help some his sister, because if it also I'm not sure I no one do them. Then maybe that people them with the live this one na your cousin self. So one na your sister, so one na your neighbor, so one na your neighbor picking where you like too much. So one everything na your woman where go marry tomorrow where you don't know you, or sometimes na your picking a woman where go back say you go like him, you go marry them. But if you marry them, you don't get problem where you know be fit forget thing if you put them for cover for cover that catch that flow or for cover that flower where it come out, you get problem, you start cry. Say the woman they so in the body, the Amazonia or this southern Cameroon woman, so now how you take care of himself, you know be in a clean girl. The way nothing way, if you be put more hand for qua, you give small thing, sometimes if for help you know for that condition where they and their life will improve. So now the thing that we talk so they beg everybody where the hear the talk. Whether you hear you then have which place, send a message far and wide. Talk for people, call them. Even people where they don't vex it, I don't vex the revolutionary. They maybe remember say every no whether you vex the weighty every month you must buy that small thing or put them inside your pantalon, you know, so that mean that thing not disgrace you. So na so woman to need to own. Na thing that we want talk we say ya kolang. So na the thing that we want talk for ye. I want to ask you say before you go, since we sister never yet come, I want to ask you say before you want come on for ye, so which kind talk we want talk for people to say now. The only thing they wanna get them, we say they wanna global. You say global, I mean for the whole world, no.
Yes.
So yes. So global project now one this way don't talk give we headline for another one them who na one for make them for make people me they begin to glad like Gladys then they free to them and free that you know no because
of course
make them they glad like Gladys then they free them and free that too. So hey that means say the woman don't talk correct talk because people go glad you don't na good news this so are glad. So I want beg you which other thing I want talk for the place. Which other thing I go do and for the woman them? When I only give them the thing there after that they will just the empty hands. So chop no go there. After the 3 year or a 4 year wedding thing, they don't they no go buy new one. Na still na go to buy. On how? My sister told no.
Okay, so thank you very much because as a project, would that to say we get to incorporate something where it will lead to improve their livelihood, one, and it will also make them, even at this current moment where we still there inside this whole struggle, this whole revolution, it will also make them, may they be recognized within their host country, their ground one territories as important economic stakeholders. So it means that would think of projects them way, it will empower them. It will empower all what target groups. If it empower adults them, maybe for start a mini business or for acquire some training for place where they. If it enable picking them for get access to school, if it enable them maybe for get access even to information, where if it help them for advance themselves and position themselves for society. So we as Cope women, we recognize the fact that plenty things than the way it happen, plenty people then they put in different efforts them for contribute, for support this revolution in many different ways, and we be highly appreciative of that. We'll also be open for collaborate in ensuring that projects them will be sustainable. We'll be willing for drive projects the way they be get towards sustainability. So although we present this very first project today, not just one of many projects that we will get, we will design in the pipeline, and as we develop the right framework around each of these projects, we go to launch them, we go to announce them, and we go to explain them for people them how they feel be involved, how they feel contact we, and wait see go the beneficiaries then go benefit for the project. We get to bear in mind one thing in the long run. Once we finally go back for our territory, we must recognize, say, may all man be able for contribute to the growth of the territory, including those them where they already be displaced and the refugees. We no go allow a situation where refugees them, displaced people them, when are actually them now so they suffer most. Now actually they're picking the way they suffer most. We no go fit bear the fact say when we return back for Boya, may the picking them, may the instead can be na the one the way they no fit get jobs because we no be look after them. They no fit even start a business. We know that one goes go kill our society. Would that see say na thing this way, na mistake this way be happen for other countries them. We know fit to say na only expatriates them like ourselves where we already be position, maybe we already be privileged for maybe there for some other countries them before all this one start. We know fit to say na only we're picking them go stick and rule over these refugees them. So now because our hearts and our minds and they think in this direction, now I think that way would it say empowerment and sustainability is the key to the things that we shall be thriving as women. Thank you, Dora.
Don't talk plenty in them. Thank you so much, Tax Rosie. You know, we don't talk plenty, talk the way I talk say to read it. That means say anytime we the one talks on new one, the new project we don't come out, we'll come again, we'll make small talk, we'll talk we'll broke down, we control people the year and fine. So that next time we'll tell them what today they do. So that at least all man will get the own share of the national cake that Ambazonia would go belong. Any way whether they run past Ghana for Nigeria or past Ghana for Ghana, as long as we identify them, we get to make capacity building, they build them, make them too they be informed, may they come back where they get something for offer them and they get something to for live their life. No be so go get only social, so they give people small money they the job. So nothing that we don't talk, and I really thank you so much for the talk because a correct talk that country people when I don't yet wait that Rosita don't talk so all man will get equal opportunity for that Amazonia. Even person who don't be educated, he go get, he don't go that school, he go get and somebody where if you do something too, whether they frying a pop off, he go get some place too because even you care you the talk grammar leweti, I know the chop at chombo pop off and beings to the bend down. You day two for day, and you bend down, you the chop them. So don't mind, you can't talk that grammar, we talk like German, we talk Spanish or Chinese. You there for chop that achu, that achombo, you the chop them, that pop off are beings you the chop them, that kwakoko and bangaso, that's timanambusa where they pass your back here, you to the chop them. So people they go there, they come na that one, you to the order them, they can't give you pay money, And so a day we get for make and say all man get something for offer, all man get something for do, all man know how for make your life better, enrich your life by itself. So thank you, Takumen Rosita, for the strong talk. So it will be a final word for the people for here. So that many people they hear, may they put up their hate. You record them and see they can't do it. May they can't support you how. Just talk and shortly, wait till all the talk if you tell them. May they not remember, may they not forget, may they remember. Thank you.
So I will conclude by saying, would the call on Muna for can support with financially? We'll get a target, $2,000 US. Now our target for the first month. We as women, then would already start put money into that bucket. So would the call on una deep, una hands then deep, una can support financially, and it get to be very snappy, it get to be very quick, so that may we buy these resources, package them, send them for ground one, send them for wherever we need for send them, so that make this woman them no say would they think about them and will get their backs. So may we not delay, una come, our brothers, our sisters, may we make this thing, may it happen, and may it happen in a way where we will keep them sustained and we will restore the dignity of our fellow mothers and our fellow sisters. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rosita. Also, una don't start put some money for ground. Then una don't put una hand for una kwa move small thing put them for pan. So le how much una don't put them. So before people they call people, they maybe people they can put their hand for that kwa to add and they know. Le how much so?
So I think would that raise, I don't get the financial record or financial representative for fit give with the actual figure. But before we start the meeting, this in a few hours, it will reveal that figure to all of us.
Okay.
But I fit assure una say would that already start a contribution list within we will be design this project.
Okay.
So our financial person will reveal the figure. I no one give figure where if it be contradictory and where maybe either update the list and I know yet get that information with me on this call.
Thank you so much, Takume Rosita. Country people when I don't hear and they think that so one restore dignity. Or one make sister they be the few say they be woman too, full-fledged woman. For ground one, for ground zero, for anywhere they day. Now the purpose that for make sister they be they glad. So like Gladys, when that money come, when that thing come, man the fear. They make them the glad like Gladys, they feel free to the worker. For that play like mommy free. That make people know they look, they say, hey, something don't stain you for back. Your address is still. That kind talk they talk and so for woman, if you just collapse, die. But then they talk about even thing where you're picking the same now, you know now say go you go because foul self you don't get time for go hide their face. So now they think that they talk say when I can make me they glad to, maybe they smile to from ear to ear. Now they think that way my sister don't can talk for now. I thank you so much when I get a nice evening. We'll call on all for endeavor for come out can support me. If you contact Sister Rosita, if you contact me, if you contact Sister Gillian, it be okay, we'll be open for now because the thing now for sister them where they there for ground one, ground zero, the sister there they be displaced internally, externally. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Thank you, Sister Rosita, for come.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.